Now I am going to discuss the guarantee of profit to a partner case. Guarantee of profit to partner. Some of the partners may be admitted. So while admitting, he may be scared to come into the business because of losing some of your profit, some of his profit. By the time we may give sometimes guarantee, we will assure you some guaranteed amount. If your profit sharing ratio, as per the profit sharing ratio, any profit you derive is less than the guarantee amount, no problem. Some of the other partners will give the support, right? Guaranteed by either firm or guaranteed by the other partners. One of the other partners or some of the other partners may give the guarantee. There is an example for this. First of all, guarantee of profit to partner. Madhulika and Rakshita are the partners. Madhulika and Rakshita. Okay. So Madhulika and Rakshita are the partners. So here who are partners in a firm decide to admit Kanishka. They want to admit Kanishka as a new partner. Old partners and new partners. Who are the partners in a firm decide to admit Kanishka into the firm, giving her a guarantee of minimum 25,000 rupees. So here guaranteed revenue for incoming partner, guaranteed revenue, guaranteed profit being 25,000 rupees. Okay. And then the profit is rupees 1,20,000. These two partners giving the guarantee to the incoming partner with a minimum of rupees 25,000. The P&L ratio is 3:2:1. Right. So the guarantee given to Kanishka is by the rest of the partner, means guarantee given by a firm. We are discussing this one. Guarantee given by the firm. In that case, I am going to share the profit this way. Okay. MRK, Madhulika, Rakshita and Kanishka, right? M, R and K. For the K, first of all, where the guarantee is given by the firm, we have to first offer to K, out of the 20,000 we have to offer K, whichever is higher of A. Guaranteed amount is 25,000. Another one is as per the ratio 1/6, that 1/6 of 1,20,000 rupees into 1/6 is 20. We have to offer whichever is higher because we have guaranteed him. Though the actual calculation comes to rupees only 20, but the existing partner Madhulika and Rakshita guaranteed Kanishka for a minimum means profit of 25,000 to incoming partner Kanishka. Out of the total profit of 1,20,000, now we otherwise no other chance because of the offer, means guarantee given by the firm Madhulika and Rakshita, we have to offer him 95,000. So balance pending is 95,000. After giving 25,000, balance 95,000 should be shared by M and R, Madhulika and Rakshita, in their remaining P&L ratio of 3:2. So 3:2. So for Madhulika, 95,000 into 3/5 will be given. Okay. And for Rakshita, 95,000 into 2/5 will be given. So 38,000 for Rakshita and 57,000 rupees is for Madhulika. And for Kanishka, 25,000 rupees. I hope so you could now understand the way of distributing the profit. Guarantee is given by the firm to the incoming partner. So we have seen this one. Rather than this way, sometimes one of the partners may guarantee. The same is extended this way. Okay. If only one partner gives the guarantee, say in the above case, only Rakshita gives the guarantee, we assume that the first scenario, that the entire firm gives the guarantee, means both the partners. The second situation, this is situation A, and situation 2, Rakshita gives the guarantee to Kanishka, Madhulika doesn't accept for that. So in that situation, you can calculate this way: Madhulika, Rakshida and Kanishka, overall value is 1,20,000 rupees. It can be distributed to these three in their P&L ratio of 3:2:1. So 60 for Madhulika and 40 for Rakshida and Kanishka 20. But what is the guarantee given to Kanishka? Minimum 25,000 rupees. So shortage is 5,000 rupees. Now we have no other choice. We have to add that 5,000 back. That extra amount should be given to Kanishka is satisfied by Rakshida, because she has given the guarantee. So I am going to deduct from her. So the Rakshida gives to Kanishka the shortage of amount. So ultimate profit will be 60 for Madhulika and for 35,000 is for Rakshida and 25,000 rupees is for Kanishka. I hope so you could understand. Now this is what about the example. With that example, illustration 9 and 10 we are going to discuss here. So in illustration 9, I am going to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. Mohit and Rohan share profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. Illustration 9 I am going to discuss now. They admit Rahul with 1/4 share in profits with a guarantee that his share of profits shall be at least 50,000 rupees. So Rahul is admitted for 1/4 share with a guarantee of 50,000. That 50,000 guarantee is given by the firm. There is no any specific partner giving the guarantee, then it is guaranteed by the firm. The net profit of the firm for the year ending March 31st, 2015 was rupees 1,60,000. Right. Prepare profit and loss appropriation account. So I am going to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account for the illustration number 9 here. Okay. We have already seen the profit and loss appropriation account, so I may work out a bit faster. The only one point that you have to keep in your mind in this case is the guarantee to one of the incoming partner, right? So with that information I am going to solve here. Profit and loss appropriation account, illustration 9. Profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. Now the profit is 1,60,000. So by net profit we found out that by preparing trading and P&L account, from there it is transferred 1,60,000. And now I am going to transfer or distribute to these three. Okay, I have to distribute this profit to the partners. Who are they? Mohit and Rohan and the incoming partner Rahul. Okay, so overall 160 we have. 160 should be distributed. While distributing, Rahul's profit share should not be less than 50. New ratio is not given, so we can calculate the new ratio here. So here new ratio calculation is this way. First of all, we have to offer the incoming partner's share from the overall value 1. So let the total profit be 1. Let the total profit be 1 and offer to the incoming partner first. So balance after incoming partner's share. Who is he? Rahul. Rahul's share is equal to 1. For him we have given 1/4, so we left with 1/3/4. The amount left with the remaining partners Mohit and Rohan will be shared by these two partners their own old ratio. So here Mohit's share is Mohit's new ratio is equal to the amount balance available into his own original value 2/3. So the final answer is 2/4. Okay, don't reduce it to the lowest number. It can be 1/2 also. You can do it later finally. So Rohan's net new ratio is equal to 3/4 is available after the incoming partner's share, out of which his share is 1/3. Okay, so the final answer is 1/4. So new ratio among Mohit and Rohan and Rahul is equivalent to 2/4, 1/4. Incoming partner Rahul's value is already given 1/4. Once the denominator is even, means equal, then you can write only the numerator. So this is the new ratio. If you could have reduced to 1 by 2, then you have to again do some adjustment here. So that's why usually I don't reduce it to the lower number. Keep it as it is for the ratio calculations. You can do it later. The reducing of all these things could be done later. So 2:1:1 is the value, means the ratio at which you are going to distribute here. But first you have to offer to Rahul, because for him minimum guarantee amount is there. So whichever is higher will be payable to him. Number 1, what is that? 50,000 rupees. The guaranteed value for him is 50. I have to offer the 50,000 rupees first of all to him. Second one is as per his share, 1/4 out of that 1,60,000. So balancing value is 1,60,000. Out of 1,60,000 for him, 1/4 will be offered. So which is 40. Between these two, whichever is higher, we have given the guarantee. So we have to offer 50,000 rupees first of all to Rahul. After issue means offering to Rahul, whatever the amount left over is 1,10,000 is going to be shared between Mohit and Rohan in their own P&L ratio. So whenever guarantee is given, you have to follow this way. Okay, for the person to whom we have given the guarantee, you have to determine his share first of all. Where the ratio means, as per the ratio you have to calculate the profit. As per the guarantee you have that amount, and between these two, whichever is higher will be given. After giving the higher of these two, whatever the leftover will be shared with the remaining partners in their own old ratio. So the old ratio is 2:1, or leaving the 1, again it's 2:1. So that's how we can distribute. So 1,10,000 is going to be distributed in the ratio of 2:1. So the value here is, okay, the value in this case is, I will use the calculator here. 1,10,000 into 2 by 3. So the value here is 73,333, and for the other partner this is 36,667. That's how you can do. Okay, I hope so you could now understand the calculation of the distribution of profits to the partners as per the guarantee provision. Now let me go for the illustration number 10. In illustration number 10, John and Matthew share profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. They admit Mohanty into their firm to 1/6 share in profits. John personally guaranteed that Mohanty's share of profit. John personally guarantees. Who guarantees? John guarantees. One of the partner guarantees. Personally guarantee to the partner. Okay, after charging interest and capital at the rate of 10%. So we have to first charge the interest and capital from the profit. Whatever the leftover will be shared by the time there is a guarantee, right? And that the guaranteed amount should not be less than 30,000 in any year. In any year, it should not be less than 30,000 in any year. The capital provided was as follows: the capital of John 2.5 lakhs, and Matthew is 2 lakhs, and Mohanty is 1,50,000. The profit for the year ending 31st March 2015 is 1,50,000 before providing interest on capital. Show the profit and loss appropriation account, and new profit and loss ratio is 3:2:1. Here new profit and loss ratio is given. In the previous illustration that was not given. So let me prepare the P&L appropriation account, profit and loss appropriation account by net profit. The net profit in this illustration is 1,50,000. First of all, we have to offer the interest on capital. So interest on capital will be offered to John and Matthew and Mohanty, okay, on their own capital. 10% will be given. So for John 25,000, for Matthew 20,000, for 2 lakhs 10% on that is 20,000 rupees. For Mohanty 1,50,000, for the 10% is 15,000. I hope so you can understand. Now whatever the balance you get here, so 1,50,000 after 60,000 rupees you have 90,000 rupees. Now you have to distribute to these three partners profit for John, Matthew and Mohanty. Okay, the new P&L ratio is given, which is 3:2:1. I am distributing that in the ratio of 3:2:1. So then it is 45,000, 30,000 rupees and 15,000 rupees. Is it clear? But you have to note that Mohanty's profit is guaranteed with minimum 30,000 rupees. So we have to offer Mohanty 30,000 rupees. It means we have to add another 15,000 rupees with Mohanty. Whatever the amount you add is guaranteed by Matthew should be deducted from Matthew account. So I am going to deduct from who has guaranteed this. Okay, guarantee is given by John, so I have to deduct from John. The person who guaranteed is meant for deducting this value. So 45 minus 15, 30,000 for John, and of course we don't touch the Matthew's profit, that remains same, and Mohanty's profit is 15, which is less than the guarantee amount, so I just raised another 15, so now revised value is 30. So the guarantee given to Mohanty should be satisfied, so we have offered that extra 15, but the guarantee is given by John. That extra amount offered to Mohanty will be deductible from the person who has guaranteed. Last case is guaranteed by the firm. So the entire value will be, first of all we have to offer him, now whatever the leftover amount will be shared by the remaining partners, their remaining ratio. That's how you can do. Clear?